All right, well, once I looked up his name, I saw everybody's talking about it. So apparently this was from about 2 days ago. Jeffrey D. Sachs. So I was like, I didn't really understand, like, precisely what he was. One of these sustainable people, sustainability people. And so I just didn't really think of, like, all the many places I've seen him pop up here and there. But he really mapped out how, I guess he's in some kind of position where he's around Donald Trump a lot, because it didn't appear he was I don't know, didn't appear, maybe an advisory position of some sort. Not terribly clear. Doesn't look like he's being appointed to anything. So he just tore it all to pieces. He basically mapped out the entire, and then cited over and over and over again sources from memory. From memory, he cited all of the things that happened to lead up to Ukraine, where, like, since the 90s, president by president, and then mapped out how, all of this is programs that are meant to take decades. So whoever you even vote for, it doesn't really matter. They're just going along with these programs that are launched by the Pentagon. So every single concept of every level at which it's like Alex Jones was right is happening, but also all the peaceniks were right. All these people who, they're like, oh my God, Putin, blah, blah, blah. And now he just mapped out how he's like, what is wrong with all of you people? Why are you acting like you would expect better behavior from children? That was the best part. You would expect better behavior from children than from what's going on with the European Union and Russia. And it's only because America totally dominates the EU and they don't have a foreign policy. It is America's foreign policy, and we're just using the EU as, like, kind of a sacrificial lamb to international policies we like. Things we like. So he's like, you guys need to come up with your own foreign policy now. So what Sachs, I'm thinking it's a moment where he's like kind of giving them this understanding of, it's all of your misgivings about the irrationality of your relationship with megastate, is totally, you're correct. This is completely irrational. It isn't good for you guys. It does look like you're going to just get into a devastating war. And then I loved what he pointed out about Ukraine. He goes, you want to know the key reason why Trump wants out of Ukraine? Because it's a loser. And Trump doesn't attach himself to losers. Period. And I loved it. That's absolutely true. Sachs, in no judgment. That's the thing. It's not about judging it. It's just, you just have to understand what the score is. And so, and that's what's up. And so he went through fundamentally this scathing explanation of how Ukraine is just the result of imperialism that wouldn't have been that different than what we saw in Iraq and Afghanistan. It just mapped out how it was all the same players, all the same interests that were guiding that, and now it's just a different constituency totally going along with that military endeavor this time. It was an amazing speech, and you could see, like, that I mean, the Europeans who were there, they were just aghast that they were finally hearing not just realpolitik, but on the Farilla Maniga kind of realpolitik. Like, and then finally, where are the adults in the room? And then also that politicians are dumb. That he's like, these are some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. I've been dealing with them for 40 years. It's amazing.